Welcome to Con Air. Let's do it. Hey, welcome back to my channel. Hope you're all doing well out there. Today we're going to talk about Nicolas Cage's first R-rated action film of '97. But before we get into it, like, comment, subscribe, join me here. I would appreciate that. I'd also be remiss if I didn't mention my Discord. It's just my name, Brian Rummel. Search me on there. Join my Discord. We can talk about movies all day, every day. There's some really great folks on there, and we have a lot of fun over there, joking around and just talking about movies. So yeah, check me out on Discord. It's free. Just sign up for an account. Search my name. You'll find me. Join my Discord. I greatly appreciate that as well. Today we're going to talk about 1997's Con Air. This came out June 6th of 1997. I actually got to see this in the movie theaters. It's rated R. It's an hour and 55 minutes long. Had a budget of $75 million. And upon release, it had made 101 in America and 224 worldwide. So this was the second action hit for Cage, coming off of The Rock in '96. And this was also his second movie with Jerry Bruckheimer. Matter of fact, this is the first film Jerry Bruckheimer produced without his producing partner, Don Simpson, who sadly passed away before The Rock was released. Yeah, I saw this in the theaters, man, and let's talk about it. This is directed by Simon West. Before this, Simon West did mostly music videos and some commercials. He went on to do General's Daughter after this, the first Tomb Raider movie. He did the remake of When a Stranger Calls. He did A Mechanic with Jason Statham. He did Expendables 2. He did some other films as well. He's still directing to this day. We have a great cast here. We got Nicolas Cage as Cameron Poe, our main lead here. John Cusack as Vince Larkin. He's an agent. John Malkovich plays Cyrus the Virus, and he is delicious here as the main bad guy. Ving Rhames is also awesome here as Diamond Dog, one of the prisoners on this plane. Dave Chappelle shows up as Pinball. He makes it about half hour in, then he gets killed. Steve Buscemi plays Garland Green, and he's awesome here. And Danny Trejo shows up here because Danny Trejo shows up everywhere. And there's also a ton of other character actors you would recognize in this film. It's too long of a list to even get into, but this cast is stacked with actors you would recognize. Simple premise. We're introduced to Cameron Poe in the beginning. He is an Army Ranger. He just comes home from being in Iraq, and he goes to see his wife. She works at this bar, and these three drunk assholes try to assault him because they want his wife, and he ends up killing the one guy, and he ends up getting sentenced to prison. And that's how we get Con Air. He's getting out on parole, and he's hitching a ride home on his airplane called the Jailbird, and the inmates take over the plane. We have a hostage situation. People get killed. We got gunfights. We got that scene at Lerner Airfield that kicks ass. We got Nicolas Cage with a glorious fucking mullet and that southern accent that is delicious. Although I don't know how accurate it is, but he gives it his all here, and so we just go with it. And then we get that last scene on the Vegas Strip where they crash the plane. Actually, they shot all the Vegas stuff right by the legendary Sands Hotel. And right after they filmed there, they demolished it. But they got to shoot right out front of the Sands before that building was demolished. And then we get that final scene with John Malkovich getting killed. Nicolas Cage's character gets to go home with his wife and little girl, and that is Con Air, baby. This movie, I've always enjoyed this film. There's some really cool action scenes. The pace keeps moving. Cage is awesome here. The whole cast is great. John Malkovich is awesome as Cyrus the Virus. Ving Rhames is great. Steve Buscemi is great as well. Everybody across the board is awesome here. There's a ton of character actors in this film. Like I said, too long of a list to name. The pace keeps moving. It's an hour and 55 minutes long. It goes through at a brisk pace for sure. It never drags. The momentum is always moving forward. There's no real dead time once the movie gets going. This is a Bruckheimer production, so everything's top notch. The effects look great. It's a beautifully shot film. I will say some of the action scenes are a little too close-up shot, maybe quick cut. I don't think this movie's as good as The Rock, but it's a movie I've always enjoyed. I think it's a really fun summer action blockbuster that's rated R and has some really great characters in it. I have always enjoyed this film. Like I said, the Vegas scenes were shot outside the legendary Sands Hotel. They demolished it shortly after this. Dave Chappelle improvised most of his lines, as you probably could figure that out, because some of these lines, it's Dave Chappelle just riffing on set. John Cusack is notorious for hating working on this film, and he hates this film, didn't like working on it. He did it for the money. It's the only reason he did it. He's admitted to that. And like I said, this is two of the three action films that Nick Cage did right in a row. He had The Rock in '96. He had this in the beginning of June '97. And then later on in June '97, he did Face Off, which I reviewed a few weeks ago. And this, like I said, this is the first film Bruckheimer had produced without his long time producing partner Don Simpson, who sadly passed away in 95, I think, or late 95, early 96. This is just a fun R-rated action film that looks beautiful. I think some of the action films scenes could be filmed a little bit better, but they're still very competently shot. It looks great. All the actors are having fun, you could tell, except for Cusack, apparently, because he hates this film and hated working on it. I don't know why, but he hates it, and he said it in interviews too. This was a big hit for Nick Cage and Jerry Bruckheimer. I've always enjoyed this film. It's not perfect. It's not my favorite Bruckheimer film, but at the end of the day, I would give Con Air an 8.5 out of 10. It's a kick-ass little action, it's a big action film from 97. And I enjoyed the hell out of it. So yeah, 8.5 out of 10 for Con Air. What are your thoughts on this film? Leave a comment down below. Let me know. Hit the thumbs up. Hit the subscribe button. Share this really good. Would appreciate that. I'll be back soon with some more reviews. But until then, bye.